There are a number of tools actually that have been introduced to the membership through our partnership with Engage. The first of which is probably the easiest for us to distribute, which was a piece-by-piece human resources manual for an office. Everything was provided in a Word format, so the documents themselves could actually be manipulated to make them look as though they belonged to the office in the first place. They could add their own logos, those types of things, change the brokerage name to protect the innocent, etc. Really valuable resources for anybody that didn't have that type of a setup in the past, because the majority of the work was already done on all of the research to make sure that these documents are in compliance with all of the current legislation and labor laws and those types of things is all taken care of on the front end. They have a whole raft of very professional human resources staff that have expertise in a gamut of different arenas, from recruitment to employment law to I actually have had issues with maternity leaves myself, as well as termination, those types of things. They're never really pleasant, but their staff are very courteous and professional, really easy to work with, and so they make the experience of having to work through those types of problems very, very easy. I actually get calls from a few of them to tell me what their experience is. All of them have been glowing. I have a couple of brokers that have called to say that they've had some fairly difficult situations with termination. We have had a number of brokers call to have very specific procedures manuals built for the office, so they've actually done job reviews and audits of job descriptions inside individual brokerage houses, and actually helped create proper documentation of separate departments within the offices, those types of things. That also makes it that much easier should a position actually become available in an office for them to recruit somebody else, because they already have the full description of what that individual's responsibilities were. They customize solutions all the time for us. We have, as an association, a whole raft of volunteers that bring suggestions to us all the time about what they would like to see, and we are in constant consultation with them about how best we would be able to implement certain things. They actually, because they're almost part of a consultative structure that we just employ now, often will be very forthcoming with comments like, this would be really useful to structure, this one would take a lot more time, that's probably a really bad idea, you might want to go back to committee and tell them why this is probably not the best thing for an association to do. Undoubtedly it has. The first and most obvious way for me to answer that question is we're providing, through Engage now, an hour's worth of human resources consultative support on a monthly basis without any increase to the standard IBAO membership fee. So there's very definitely added value there through our partnership, which is easily accessible through all of our members. Engage are a private firm, so members individually would have been able to contact them in the past before we had this relationship. We do offer, through our partnership, a better than street rate hourly package for any of the consultative services that they provide, so there's definitely value there as well. But they do also bring forward, as I said, ideas or things that they notice themselves that they see as trends that require support in our member offices. By virtue of them receiving calls now from a number of our members and actually doing individual work as consultants within various offices, they can start to see trends in things that might be shortfalls or standard holes in process, or just trends in the types of problems that brokers tend to see, and so can help create more standardized packages or documents to help support brokers as they face the day-to-day grind of their operation. There's a little bit of sort of re-encouragement of brokers to explore sometimes some of the member services that we provide, and of all of the ones that we have now available to IBAO members, absolutely the services that are available in real time, all the time through Engage, are definitely worth keeping top of mind.